Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. It's New Comic Book Day, and in my hands is the Recount number 4. Really fascinating series I want more of. I absolutely want more of. Written by Jonathan Hedrick, art by Joe Bocardo, colorist by Sunil Ghagre, and letterers Christian Docolomansky. Alright, so the Recount. It's a really interesting series. There's this corrupt president, and as that president is stepping down, is assassinated, and then there's a group called the Masses that rises up, and the Masses want to take revenge against anyone that supported that president, and that's from the vice president down to his voters. It's a really interesting series that I think has become more interesting post-January 6th, because, you know, it's kind of what we sort of had in a weird way, and kind of dealing with now. We have a lot of bitterness and divide in this nation, and some of it is legit. I'm not going to say whose side I agree with, but I think for those who've watched the videos, kind of know which side I'm on. And this is the series. It wraps up this first volume. We get an idea as to who is behind the Masses. We get a action-filled battle in the White House, and a hell of a lot of action. I think one of the things I really enjoyed about the series is not knowing who we can trust. And the ending kind of just, like, it's action. It is like, you know, whatever, White House Down, stuff like that. Like, it is a straight up action sequence and event in the White House. Some really cool stuff on it. Some really nice sequences. Very like action film worthy. And I've been saying this for a while. It's like, this is a series that I think deserves to be either television or film. It's funny, as up to this point I would have said television, but this finale is very film worthy. What's interesting also is the series has kind of veered off a little bit into the side stories about how this has been going, how the reaction's been going in the rest of the country. Particularly this one particular police force where half the police were part of the Masses, winds up executing the other half of the police and then handing over guns to some of the protesters who they think are on their side. That story gets wrapped up here too. There's actually a story arc with that, and I think it's really interesting about where that goes. It's funny, is like that part of it I'm not quite as satisfied with. I think it's a little bit too Pollyannish. There's parts of it I like. There's aspects I really like. But you know, there's something about it I don't think quite lands the way I would have wanted it to. It's just a little bit too clean. The one thing I do really like about the comic is it you know, the end happens. I'm not going to say what's going on, but we get a, you know, address to the nation, and it you know admits that things are still jacked up. There's a lot going on. There's a lot still to do. There's a lot following up after this. So I mean, this is to me the start of a really interesting series. That the more that I've been thinking about it, the more I've been reading it. Like, it reminds me of the television series Jericho in a lot of ways. And I think there's a lot of potential for that, and of the exploration of the world and where it can go from here. I'm hoping there's more. I think there's a massive amount of potential. Like, this is a series I would like salivate to be able to write for, because I could come up with some, I think, really cool stuff with it, and where it goes, and especially the ramifications of what has happened. I think that would be the really interesting thing, is like, where does politics go from here if you have this sort of uprising through the Masses. So yeah, the art continues, I think, to be really cool. This is the side story that was Tony about. It opens up with that. We get Secret Service outside the White House. At this point, you still have no idea as to who is part of what, and we're not going to go any further because it's going to spoil as to who is part of what and where it goes from there. And it's just it's action-packed at this part. This is a real action-packed finale. For a series that hasn't done a really good balance of action and suspense. So overall, really digging the comic. Loving this series. Want more. If you want this, it's out now. You can go get it in comic shops. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code or tell the shops near you. No shop, no problem. We have some affiliate links there. Affiliate links, so we get a small percentage by doing that. You help support our site, so thank you. And speaking of support, what's watching this video supports us, so thank you for that. You know, this copy we got in our Scout monthly box, which we purchase and do videos off of that. Super excited. But yeah, if you want the latest Scout news, if you want comic news in general, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.